Good day, everybody. This is Lone Eagle 112358. Thank you for joining me today. Appreciate it so very much. Really do. So there was a huge thing that happened before I became affected on Sagittarius Earth. And I remember this vividly. And that was that they were trying to build, or they were going to build, these arches in New York City. And before I shifted, there was this big hoorah about how they're bad and evil. I never understood that. I still don't. I'm going to, because I'm going to look further into these arches. They're pretty funny. But I remember they wanted to build them. Something about BAAL or BAAL. And how they were bad. But they never got built. No. We actually fought against it, and the people won. And then I became affected. And then one day I woke up, and then South America was 1,000 kilometers or miles east of North America. Excuse me, I'm burping. How rude. So when I get shifted to Orion's Earth, I find out there's lots of arches in New York City. I'm like, what? And I brought this up about a year and a half ago. I wasn't sure what was going on still in the world in Mandela. Didn't know what was what. And I brought this up in a video. I'm like, guys, I've been to New York a lot on Google Earth. I don't remember this arch. And I didn't understand people that were, some of us were here, some of us were there, some of us come from different Earths, I guess. And someone had said, no, that's always been there, you just have your history mixed up, blah, blah, blah. And I allowed that comment to get to my head. And I allowed it to be what it was, what that person said it was. And I just never paid more attention to it. I just let it slip. Until recently when I was going over New York City, because I was like, man, I haven't been through there in a while. I'm going to check it out. The first thing I saw was this. Actually, it was one of the very first things. I'm not sure which one was first, but, I put out a video, came across numerous things. But this right here, this arch blew my mind. I'm like, I definitely don't remember that. I definitely don't remember that at all. Okay. And I'd spent a long time here. All right. Manhattan, upper and lower. Central Park, where the Empire State Building is, the Chrysler Building, all of that. But never these arches. So this is New York City, part 2. Let's get right into the video. So why am I bringing this up? Well, it's because I came across an article during live stream with you guys today, which is Friday. I did my live stream during the afternoon on Friday. Link is in the description. Meh. But while I was looking for arches and trying to show you guys what I discovered, I came across this article and it said 8 arches in New York City. I'm like, 8? Are you kidding me? 8? My old world, man, they were voting to get 1 in. There's 8, and look at the pictures, black and white. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Madison Square Park Victory Arch. This mysterious Madison Square Park Arch was a victory arch, a temporary monument of wood and plaster built on 24th Street and 5th Avenue in 1918. The arch was conceived by Mayor John F. Hylan, to commemorate the New Yorkers who died in World War I. The arch was designed by Thomas Hastings and was modeled after the Arch of Constantine in Rome, using temporary materials. Relief panels commemorating such things as important battles and war service organizations covered the $80,000 triple arch before it was eventually raised. According to the article, there would be plans to rebuild the Victory Arch in a form, but arguments over the arch's symbolism, as well as who would get to commission for the arch, halted any plans for completion. Do you see that? Victory and look, they even had the same problems here. The arch's symbolism. Well, hello there. So that I'd never seen that before. How many of you are into war and have seen pictures of war? I know this is New York City. I've never seen that. Especially, like, come on, man. We've seen pictures of this building right here. You see the one right behind it? I don't know the names of these buildings. It's a famous building. We've seen pictures of that building being built. I remember that. It was like one of the first sky rises. But not this? Come on. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. This is number 1. All right, Madison Square. I've never seen that. Let's go to number 2. The Madison Square Park Dewey Arch. Sorry, Dewey. I'm saying that wrong. Look at that. This is New York City, guys. Curiously, Madison Square had also been the location of another temporary arch in 1819. What's going on here? The Dewey Arch. What's going on here with the Dewey Arch? 70 feet, 30 feet, 85 feet. September 1899. All right. Which was built by Charles R. Lamb to commemorate Commodore George's Dewey's victory over the Spanish at Manila Bay in 1898. So after the Spanish War. I'm gonna say something that's you're gonna hear over the next 7 other arches. Or 6 other arches. I've never seen this before or ever heard of it. Okay? Never heard of it. Dewey Arch. New to me. Let's go to the next arch. Washington Square Park Arch. This is the one that I came across for the first time last year. Hold on a sec, please. Sorry guys, I was talking with the mute button on. Let me restart that. I don't even know how far I was. Damn. Okay, well, here, I'll just pretend I didn't say any of this. This arch here, I'm going to say the same thing for all these other arches we're going to cover. I ain't never seen that before. Never even heard of it before. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Weird. So now we're going to this one here, Washington Square March. This is the one I showed you guys in the video right here. I have a feeling that this park that this arch is in is brand new or Mandela. In our old world, there was probably a bunch of buildings here. I'm going to make that assumption. All right. So this one here is called the Washington Arch. Designed by Stanford White, the Washington Square Park Arch was first built of wood to commemorate the 100th anniversary of George Washington's inauguration. Yeah, and that's why I was wondering why. Watch this. I was like, why is there a giant statue of George Washington there? Like, he's really predominant. Like, look. Boom. It's right there. Mr. Horse Teeth. The guy has horse teeth. Anyway, the prominent citizens loved the Arc de Triomphe inspired arch and paid for the White to design. Wait, and paid for White. Wait, who's White? Oh, Stanford. Okay. Stanford White to design it out of marble. What? Anyhow. This is probably the one that most people will recognize in New York. Let's go to the next arch. This is the one that's brand new for me that I just covered. I did not know. I'd never seen this before. This is the one that you see right after. Oh, it's the Manhattan Bridge. Oh, look at that too. That's cool. What were they walking through? So the arch we're seeing now is this one right here. This is the one I showed in my first video, part 1 on New York City. I was like, man, I've never seen this before. As soon as you cross this Manhattan Bridge, I thought this was, I didn't know this was Manhattan because this is Brooklyn, right? Yeah. I thought they would have called that the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, this is the Brooklyn Bridge. Anyway, whatever. The Manhattan Bridge, as soon as you cross it, you get into Manhattan. Boom! There's the arch. I'm telling you, never seen that before. So what's this one mean? This one is the entry of the Manhattan Bridge was inspired by the Triumphal Porte Saint-Denis in Paris and is a New York landmark by the firm Carrier and Hastings, who also designed the New York Public Library. Yeah, it's got that library look, huh? The accompanying colonnade and arch were completed in 1915. Too weird, man. Too weird. So this one's called the Grand Army Plaza Arch. This one I've never seen. This one I gotta look up. Where is this? Oh, it's in Brooklyn. Oh, it's across the bridge, but it's connected to the other arch. Do you see that? Look, this road. And you cross that bridge and you hit that arch. I'm just gonna follow these roads. See if it follows to another arch. No, I don't see one on this. What the frig is this? Is this a building at the end of the pier? Wow. Is that really deep? I didn't even catch that in the last video. That's just odd for that building to be out there. But that's at the end of what we were. What was that? Is this an arch in disguise? Okay, I'm gonna stop there, guys. I don't want to put too much more into it, but that was funny. Hey, look how it just fits right in there. See that building? What is up with you? Who are you? What do you want, building? Oh, the Benum goes, oh, it's the tunnel. Okay, that makes sense. It has to do something with the tunnel then. Okay. Oh, God. Interesting. That it lines up, though. I'm like, it lines up, and I lost the lineup. Alright, guys, let's continue with the arches here. This video's almost done. Ooh, look at this, Barclays Center. That's where it is. Oh, interesting. Wow. Well, it's no wonder I've never seen this arch before. I'm not going to talk much about it, but look at the roads, man. Talk about chaos. I've never seen this in a movie. I've never heard it talk about. Yeah, I could just see Google Earth having fun with this. Watch this. Boom. Oh, yeah. Wow. We've got something like this. Look, there's the 7 trumpets. I believe there's trumpets up there. Wow. Incredible, man. And then they've got these other structures around here. Man, this place getting very structure-y, man. Like, and we know what they're about with their statues and idolizing and all that stuff. What do these mean? What do those mean, ladies and gentlemen? Please leave a comment in the description below. Wow. Okay, what time we got here? We're at the 13-minute mark. All right, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. We'll keep this video much longer. Facade of the American Museum of National History. Oh my God! If this is the freaking park in I swear, if this is in, before I check, if this is in Central Park, then that building definitely is a Mandela. Oh, you're so close. I was talking about this one right here, this building right here, because I showed this in part 1. I got a couple comments from people saying that they don't recognize this building, that there never was a building in Central Park. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, because I will be making a New York City part 3 video. Is this the art museum? It looks like the art. Let me zoom in there. But I really that's why I brought it up in part 1. I was like, ugh, I don't remember this, but I'm not going to say anything. And I was waiting for one of you guys to say it. It is the Met. Okay, guys, I know a lot of you have been to the Met, or some of you, okay? I'm willing to put a small amount of money, maybe like 10 cents or something, that the Met was in the city and not in Central Park. It was maybe on this side of the street. You know what I mean? Across the street, and it got Mandela into Central Park. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But it's this park, right? This is the building. Where's the building that had the facade on it? That's being sneaky. Look at the entrance of this building. It's the arch, and they covered it. They hid it. The sneaks. The sneaks. What's in here? What is this building here? What is that? Natural history. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Museum of Natural History. Mummies. Look at that. They hid the arch right. Well, I guess they're not hiding it. They're like, we didn't hide it, motherfucker. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. My bad. Alright, 2 more arches and we're done here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, here's another one they hid. The Manhattan Arch Bridge. Facade of the municipality building. Watch this. This is a funny one. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh yeah. Is that it? I mean, that's an arch. Is that the arch that we're looking for? No, this is it right here, I bet. Oh. Yep, there it is. Okay, what's going on? There we go. Boom. Now they're all over New York. All of a sudden, they were trying to get these voted into the city. People were voting them out, and all of a sudden, there's 8 all over the city. Are you kidding me? This Arch of Constantine also served as a model of the facade of the municipal building. The building's terracotta vault was inspired by the Palazzo Farns, and its columned entrance was possibly modeled on Bernini's colonnade at St. Peter's. And everything is just from Paris or Rome. Paris or Rome. The last one here, oh look, it's all graffitied up, covered up. They're trying to just forgot about it. What is this? Seaman Drake Arch. Let's take a look at that, and then we're done, guys. Listen, thank you everybody for clicking on the video. Thank you for all the support on all forums that I'm on. I can't thank you guys enough. It's pushing the channel even further and further. I'm inspired to do more. Thank you. Now let's look for this sorry arch. Oh, there it is. You guys see it? Do you guys see it? It's like they built it and they said, forget it. Or they built it and they said, we'll be back. All right, what am I looking for? Oh, yeah, the Benum. The Benum. We can Benum in all the wrong places. Now, who gets to own this lucky store? Yeah, fix your flat fix. That's just funny. You can't really get a good shot of it, but you can see it right there. And what's the history on that? Mostly forgotten graffiti written. The 35-foot high marble Seward Break Arch is now partially obscured behind buildings in Inwood. Never even heard of Inwood. Oh, there it is right there. See, it was an arch on its own. Back then, they were paying high tribute to it. But as New York grew, I bet you they just said, fuck it, we'll build a new one. Wow. Thomas Dwyer, a contractor who built... okay, it doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. Alright, guys. I don't know what to say, man. All I remember is that arches were no, New York, and all of a sudden, there's 8 that we can see here. 1 that has been forgotten, buried and forgotten. Where is that? Is that even New York? Oh, yeah, it's at the upper part of New York. Right where I said is new as well. I'm claiming this whole part is new. Someone was correcting me in the first part, New York City part, saying that this river is what separates these two boroughs, and I agree. So I don't say that that river is Mandela, but there's something to this inlet right here. Definitely Mandela. I don't remember the land being curved like that. Anyway, guys, I could jibble jabble about 100 things about New York and about everything else. I could go over here and start talking, but I'm not going to. That's for other videos. Thank you very much for tuning in. Like I said, thank you very much for all the support. Let me know what you think in the comments section below about all these arches, man. I remember that arches were not good and they were voted out, but now there's 8. All right. So I'm looking forward to your comments in the section below. Guys, have a great weekend. Lots of videos coming out. I'm in one of those moods where I'm pumping out videos, so stay tuned for more. I love you, love yourself, and love your neighbor. Catch you on the next shift. Lone Eagle 112358. Peace.